Hey guys, Martin the Martian here with a review for 10 Cloverfield Lane, directed by Dan Trachtenberg. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Starring Mary Elizabeth Winstead and John Goodman. Now, to give you a really quick synopsis of this movie without giving away any spoilers, this movie is about Mary Elizabeth Winstead stars as. The girl's name is Michelle, and in the beginning she gets in a car accident and wakes up held captive by John Goodman. Sorry, I got my notes right here down here. She's held captive underneath a bunker, bomb shelter, whatever. John Goodman starts explaining to her that there's been like an attack above the ground and everyone up there is dead and it's just them and that they need to stay under. And the whole movie is really about her and him and this other character. I forget the actor's name, but just three characters in one movie. And with 95% of the movie in the bunker. A pretty small claustrophobic bunker. And throughout the whole movie, you start asking yourself, is John Goodman telling the truth? Is he really saving these people's lives by keeping them on the ground? Or is he just crazy and he's just playing his own game here, trying to like kidnap these people? I saw this movie last night with a couple friends and I had some mixed thoughts about it. Specifically the ending, but I'll talk about that later. I thought, for the most part, the movie was very suspenseful, very tense, very cringy, and I'm not a person that goes to watch a horror movie because I love to get scared. Like, that's just not me. I'm not a fan of horror movies. Like, I respect genre and everything. I know that they're good, but I don't like to get scared. Some people do, but not me. But this movie, if you're expecting in this movie a monster movie, or if you're expecting this to have like direct connection with the other Cloverfield movie that came years ago, no, just throw that out the window because this isn't a monster movie. This barely connects with Cloverfield, and when I say that, it's a good thing because this movie works as its own. You don't need to watch Cloverfield to watch this one. Now, you would think that in a movie that for 95% of the movie it takes place in the bunker with only three characters, it could get boring pretty fast. But they somehow managed to do it. And throughout the whole movie, there's always something interesting happening, or there's something very tense, like the setting. And speaking of tense, John Goodman in this movie is one of the most nail-biting and just uncomfortable people to be around. I just felt like he's like the abusive father that nobody wants. That's the best way I can explain it. So with all that being said about the setting and characters and how interesting and it is good, I thought it was very good. I was on the edge of my seat throughout most of the movie. It's just my biggest flaw would be my only flaw to this movie is the ending. I'm not going to spoil it, but I had mixed thoughts about it. When I got out of the theater, I just thought, wow, what a crappy ending. Like, the movie was good, but the ending kind of like ruined it for me. But after like more thought to it, I started to think, for what they did on the ending makes more sense. At first I thought it was unnecessary, but throughout the movie there are these things and sounds and stuff that occur, and thinking about it even harder now, it's pretty smart the way this director made this movie, and the screenwriting and directing and the visuals too. Forgot to mention the music. This movie has like I call it a score. That's what people call it. I don't know if you guys know that, but it's the theme song of the movie, and like more like an orchestra. It made things more tense. It just added the effect to the suspense. This director, Dan Trachtenberg, this is his first full-length feature film, and it's a great start. I gotta give him props for that, and I wanna see what else he's gonna do in the future. I came out of the theater pretty satisfied. I would recommend this to you guys, and like I said about the ending, I can understand it more now. I had stronger feelings against it, but now I can understand better. I forgot to mention two things actually about this movie. The third character that I was mentioning, and I completely forgot about him. The actor's name is John Gallager Jr., and I thought it was pretty good. He brought comic relief to this movie. For a movie that's like a suspense and tense and horrific, it actually had some funny parts in the movie, and you'd think that kind of ruins it, but it works because it gives you like a breather moment when things are just nail-biting. But that's about it. That's my last thoughts. Now, for the rating that I would give this movie, I would give it a 4 out of 5. And for that reason, because of the ending, really, it would have gotten a higher score. But because of the ending, My first impression on it wasn't too great. I didn't really like it at all. And giving it a second thought and enjoying the movie more, understanding why they had to do that in the ending, I get it. I can let it slide. I mean, a lot of you guys, if you guys watch this movie, may not like it because it's so secluded, or may not like it because there's only 3 characters, or may not like the ending also. But as for me, giving it a second thought and everything, it still holds the movie down, and I have to give it that score, 4 out of 5. I still recommend you guys to go watch it. I think you guys would get a good scare, or a good, I don't know, shivers or whatever. I don't know what horror movies give you, but I thought it was very solid. It worked as its own movie. It was very suspenseful, and I'm not a fan of the horror genre, but I got a good kick out of this. I was thinking about it the whole night. Alright, 10 Cloverfield Lane. Let me know what you think about the movie if you go check it out. If not, whatever, you heard it here first, my opinion. If you shared my opinion or whatever, if you liked this video, let me know in the comments below. Alright, I will see you guys next time.